Testing, testing, one, two, three. What's goody? What's goody going on? Anybody here? Anybody here? Goody, what's goody? Good going on? Anybody here? Going on, guys? Your boy's streaming today. We're gonna be talking about the inner world and the outer world. I'm about to teach y'all something. Actually, I didn't even really plan this video or stream, but look at those numbers. All right. Alright, yo, the inner world is the cause, the outer world is the effect, and to change the effect must change the cause. What does that mean? Well, the reason why we feel the way we feel about our world and our environment is because of the frequency that it's projected on us. Everything is energy. You gotta remember everything is energy. So there's frequencies everywhere, different frequencies everywhere. So you wanna be able to develop and master your own frequency. So that way you don't have to live under somebody, or you don't have to work under somebody else's um, expectations and of you. Does that make any sense? So, to be honest, this is just a little test stream. I'm just testing this out because I really wanted to see if I want to go about teaching people. So here you guys go, right? Your outer world is your ego, right? The self, that's your inner world, right? Your outer world is your ego. So you don't develop your inner world at all whatsoever. Then you just living in the ego. And when you living as the ego, you technically don't exist because yourself is part of the ego. So technically speaking, when you living as the ego, you live as the illusion. You live as um you're not real per se. Like so you might say, well, how do you develop yourself? How do you develop your ego? I mean, how do you develop yourself? Well, take 30 minutes a day at least to sit down and meditate. Go within. You know, starting to sound like one of those spiritual YouTubers, but is there even anybody in here, y'all? Nobody in here. I'll just leave a like because obviously. All right, so I wanted to get into the inner world and your outer world and how they intertwine. At least they're supposed to anyway. Supposed to balance them because that's how you can live a better life on this planet. So like I was just saying, your ego, that's the outer world. So everything around you, everything that you see with your eyes, that's considered ego, you know, including yourself, you know, because you can't have an ego with, well, you can actually. If you don't develop that inner world, you can live a life of ego, nothing but ego. So what happens when you live a life of ego and nothing but ego? Well, you get taken advantage of from other things around you. Because essentially you have no inner world. So honestly, is there anybody in here? You know what though? I'm gonna replay this. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Was goody. Hey, what's up, Urahara Kisuke? What's going on? I'm replaying the stream, so got this recommended. Oh, well, I was just testing this stream out because I wanted to see if I wanted to get into talking about your inner world and your outer world and how it's very important how you have to develop your inner world. It's very, very, very important because you live a better life on this planet if you do your inner work, your inner truth, your inner shadows, you know. You live a life of ego and nothing but ego, and you will pretty much just consider this world to you is pretty much just suffering, and you have no control over it. See, when you develop your inner world a little bit, you can control the exterior ego world. So what does that mean? So you just spend 30 minutes a day meditating, finding some sort of help in terms of like to help you go within, and you essentially just create your own frequency, your own um your own truth, your own what is it that I'm trying to say? You want to take charge of the world around you in a sense, right? I mean, everybody, that's all this world's all about, is having some sort of control, right? And then all right, I'm kind of, remember, this is just a test stream, you know what I mean? It's nothing serious, but this is what I want to eventually get into talking about, because I really want to show people, help people develop their inner world. So for example, I'm going to show you guys a good example. Don't mind search. We're going to look up Daxter Evil Jack. Alright, I want to show you guys this clip. I don't know if you guys are aware of Jak and Daxter. It's a game I used to play as a youngin. Good. It was a good series, honestly. If I remember correctly, it probably wouldn't be so fun to play now, but or series. So I want to play this, and I'll give you my thoughts on what this means to me. Oh, and like I said, this is a test stream, so I'm going to watch this later on and see if I want to continue these kinds of streams. Yo, so what we see here, right, is this is Jak, right? Now Jack has an evil. You could say an evil side of him, right? His alter ego or whatever you want to call it. That's that that side of him is what will develop eventually if you live a life of ego and nothing of ego. Okay, I know probably not making too much sense, but essentially this guy Jack is like a Naruto. Naruto has the nine tails inside of him. Well, Jack has another side to his personality. I mean, there's a lot of characters in movies and cartoons and stuff where they show a different side of themselves. Essentially, it just shows you how you got your inner world. If you were to develop it, how you're in a calm, positive state, and then your outer world is like your outer world is that other side, and they show you those in like those movies and TV shows, how you can have two sides to the same coin essentially. Oh, shit. Sorry, somebody's calling me. Oh. I gotta be out in a little bit, but this is a little test stream. We're gonna continue doing what we're doing right now, but I'll probably stream again. We all have this recommended, huh? Bro, why is it in my recommended? I don't know, but okay. All right, you hear that? He claims he pumped in dark ego into him, but I mean, essentially, it's just when it comes to TV shows and movies, man, they mix in truth with lies. So, you know, essentially, we all have that dark ego, that darkness in every single one of us. You know what I mean? And this world is essentially that. You know what I mean? When you develop your ego to the maximum, you pretty much become like a dark, very dark entity. So imagine Jack is like this Jack at this in his current state right now, the way he looks right now, that's that's his self, right? I don't know why I clicked off the Google thing. All right, so your ego, your persona. This is your inner and your outer world. All right, Jack right here is in current state. He is in uh he's in his current state is normal, right? Well, what we would consider normal.
Ding ding, third floor. Body chains, roach food, torture devices. Hey, buddy, you seen any heroes around here? Whoa! What'd they do to you? Jack, it's me, Daxter. That's a fine hello. I've been crawling around in this place, risking my tail.
I mean, in this video, right? They claim that they're trying to, transform him into his straight ego, right? Like trying to lose himself, essentially. Like you ever heard that song by Eminem? Uh, uh, that song called. All right. Well, anyways, they're trying to change him, right? To to lose himself, his soul, his essence. You know what I mean? His realness, right?
To save me? I've been looking for you for 2 years! Say something! Just this once! I'm gonna kill Praxis. Shh! Right now, we gotta get you out of here. Just let me figure out how to open the security locks for your chair so I...
All right, you see this? So you see it in movies and TV shows a lot. They try to portray it in movies and TV shows, like when the Hulk, when he gets mad, he transforms. There are all these characters out here that transform into their other side of being. Essentially, they're trying to portray that um, Jack, or they're trying to portray that ego and without the self. Feel me? So imagine just living in ego and nothing but ego, and never developing your inner world. This is how you pretty much get. This is how you pretty much, not like, obviously you're not gonna turn into a fucking evil monster or some shit, but I should probably show you the yin yang theory. Not really a theory to me, I mean more than a theory, but see how you got the yin yang, you got two sides of the same coin. And people like to distinguish and like to give their own you know definitions to what side means what to them. I mean, it could literally mean anything to you. That's why I really like the yin yang. But essentially, we can consider yang is, I would say, the black side. That is what you are developing when you develop your ego, and when you don't got any yin, which is yourself, which is working on getting the information yourself, then you pretty much got yang and no yin. So you live a life of evil, of suffering, of pain, of all that, you know what I mean, that you would experience in the world, that we all like to believe that a lot of the smart people, or quote unquote smart individuals, would consider this planet a suffering planet, whatnot, because they did not do any inner work on themselves.
You can do it. Jack, easy now. Easy, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, anybody say anything? Do you play something? Do you play something? No, not in this stream. This is just a test stream, because I'm gonna eventually do this more often. Just trying to show something different. Trying to teach people stuff. But yeah, I mean, what else can I say? I mean, there's a lot to say, obviously. When we talk about the divine, this is what people see divine, temple, God's temple, and whatnot. So you protect it, develop it, and then eventually you'll be emitting, you'll be like projecting your own frequency everywhere you go. So even though things could be happening around you when you're not there, when you get there, nothing can touch you, projecting your own frequency. Everything in this world is frequency. Everything in this world is energy. So you develop your inner world, you will project that inner world, and then essentially when they intertwine, the inner world and the outer world, then you pretty much live in your own world. You're in charge of your own world. You are essentially creating every moment, along with the help of your guardian angels. Now, a lot of you people might not know or might have heard about your guardian angels, but every single one of us has a guardian angel since birth. They look after you. Anybody in here? Testing. Hey, what's up? What's up, Nabil? So yeah, I mean, we're gonna do more of these more often, but I'm gonna end this stream for now. Well, I have to go out some, but when I come back, it's not too late. I'll probably stream again. Keep doing this because this is very important information, and it could help a lot of people. You know, to take some time out of the stressful ass day that they might be, you know, experiencing, and just take some time to like just sit down and reflect, meditate, you know, do things that calm your nerves. Look up something online, help teach you about things. I mean, just for example, right? If you lived in outside, let's say you're homeless, right? Say you're homeless. You're outside, out and about all the time. You basically think that you have no control over anything around you or anything. You know, you pretty much living in somebody else's world, right? When you develop that inner world, when you develop your inner self, you go within, you pretty much start projecting your own frequency onto the outer world, and then essentially you are becoming you are the creator of your reality, essentially. Yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna probably keep on doing this stuff, but I'm gonna look up some more information beforehand so that I can really like explain this to you guys, because I am doing this off the dome piece. But yeah, you got to develop your inner world so you can live in some sort of peace, because if not, then you just living in somebody else's world. Probably, I don't even know. It's 3 p.m. here, huge difference. So you believe in afterlife? Well, I believe in an afterlife. Oh shoot. Alright, I gotta go, guys. Thank you for coming through the stream. I'm gonna do more of these. So subscribe if you haven't. Hey, are you outside? Okay, I'll be outside. Alright, we're gonna do more of these, but thank you.